Hello, let's go ahead and start our tutorials with a basic introduction to WordPress and the back end and editing the site. Of course, if you're familiar with WordPress, you've used it, you worked with it before, you really don't need to follow along too much, but I kind of want to cover a couple things, the basis, just to make sure. First, logging in, pretty simple. By now you should have a login, a username, and a password that we can use for the site. What we want to do is type in our address, so the name of your website, and then /wp-admin, and when you hit enter, you'll get this screen right here. Go ahead and enter in your username and your password, log in, and lo and behold, we have our fancy back-end, our dashboard for WordPress. Over on the left is where we're going to be making all our selections to make things like edit to the pages, edit to specific sections such as the services area or a blog or things like that. For a user, we can actually set up users right here, and I want to kind of break off into two parts about this real quick and very, 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 very important. When we set up a website, you have to choose an admin. You have to have a default admin when you that website, when you do WordPress, you have to have a default admin. And right now, it's me, okay, with my email address. Please feel free to go and change that. I will hope that you change that, because what's going to happen is I'll get system emails, and I don't want those. But more importantly, at some point, you'll want to take over this main admin and enter in your own password, updated password, and email address. Do not delete this. Whatever you do not come in here and delete this, because if you do, what's going to happen is your site will break. Now, you can delete other users, so let's say we come in here and we create a new user that's not the main admin, some other random user, it's Larissa or Alice or whoever it may be. You can delete that all day long and there's not a problem. Okay, but the issue is if you delete the main user and the main admin, which is this, and you don't want to do that. Like I said, change the password, change the email, please do that. But if you delete this thing out of the system, your website will no longer work. Okay? And let me cover a couple other things in this section over here on the left, the main toolbar. We have posts. This is going to take care of your blog section. Right now, at the time of this video, we just have 3 generic looking posts. And those we will see right here under the blog. So those are these that we have right here, some generic ones, and I'm going to cover those in other tutorials. I'm just kind of giving you a rough little tour. We have the media area, and this is anything you upload through WordPress, whether that's images, a PDF file, a zip file, a Word doc, whatever. That's all going to be listed here in this section. Okay, the next thing we would be interested in is the pages area. And that's right here, and that's all. I shouldn't say all. There's a couple sections that don't use this, but in general, this is this will be the pages for your website, such as the About page, your Candy Buffet, Contact, things like that. We can find that list right in here. Okay, comments. That's up to you. That's going to be on your blog. If people actually come on your blog and making comments on a blog post, you can manage, update, delete, whatever. Reference that in this section. A really important section is the services section, and this one is separated out. This is where we're listing all your packages and your pricing and things like that we have right here. And just like I mentioned before, these individual areas, at least the important areas and functionality of your website, I'm going to cover in separate tutorials. I just want to give you a quick rundown of what you can expect and where you can find these things to be edited at. Last but not least, we're going to look at appearance, and in appearance, we're going to check out widgets, and we're going to check out theme options, and I'm going to cover those as well separately, but basically this is a little area that we can make some specific changes, like your logo and things like that. But like I said, I'm going to cover that in another tutorial. Alright, that's going to be it for this one.